Greetings. I'm sweating. I'm coming from doing some serious work on a farm. And on my way back from this farm, I ran into a farmer and he's like, where do I live? Asking me where I live. And I'm like, somewhere close around here. And he's like, well, you can't come live with me. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good being by myself. Anyway, so that conversation turned into me saying that I came by to visit with a friend, but she went back home, and he's like asking about the friend now, if the friend is single. And I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, so we end up having a conversation about, I don't know how it turned into a conversation about God and the creator and good and evil. But that's what the conversation turned into. And I've been meeting a lot of people around here where I moved to recently. Hi, how are you? And the conversation still seems to be stemming around God and who we are. Like, so much of us are so lost and don't know who we are or what we are. And they think that they're separate from God and they're existing outside of God. And even if they think that they have a spirit, they still think that they're not one with the Creator. And they have this mind, this concept, this duality concept of good and evil, and that there are many gods. There's one creator, but there's many gods. And Satan is a god that exists. And I'm like, but at the same time they're saying, so I was having the conversation with him and he was saying that God created good and evil because he said Satan is God. So I said, who created Satan? He said, the creator did. So I said, but he created him good, he said. So I said, then how did he turn bad if he created him good? And he said that Satan choose to become bad, choose to become evil, because God created us with the right to do good or bad. So I said, okay, so if God created us with the right, these dogs are barking, the right to choose between good and evil, why would the Creator punish us for choosing if we want to do bad? So he's saying that God gave us the right to choose good or evil, but he wants us to choose good. So I said, then that's not a choice. That's not a choice. If he's giving you two choices, but what he really wants you to do is to choose good, then it's not a choice. And therefore, that's not free will. So, and I'm telling him, asking him to please listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying. Let me know if that really makes any sense. You're saying that there's a creator who created us with free will to choose good or evil. These dogs, they think they're bad, but they're really not. They're really not. Anyway, so they just want some attention, I think. So yeah, I'm like, does that make any sense? You're saying God create you with free will, freedom, free will to choose between good and evil. Then why would he punish you if you want to do bad? I said, that's not free will and there's no choice. So there's this lack of awareness, lack of understanding of who God is, what God is, and why we are experiencing what we're experiencing, this duality. And He really didn't get when I tried explaining to him that we're just experiencing duality. But in reality, we are not the physical body. You are not Errol. I am not Ayana. I'm experiencing Ayana. I am the creator experiencing Ayana. So even when they think, because I think it can't be a knowing, because they can't stand firmly in what they actually believe. Because then they say other things that don't make sense. So if he's saying that we have a spirit, and if you're not the physical body, then how could you be Errol, experiencing hate, experiencing love, experiencing fear, experiencing lack? He's saying that he's those things. Like he's the feelings, he's the sensation, but at the same time he's saying he's the spirit. I'm like, you can't be both. You could be the spirit experiencing those things, but you are not your emotions. You're not your feelings. You're just experiencing them. But they're not getting it. And I'm like, this is so energy draining. Because they want to have the conversation. Because I'm not even the one approaching these people. They just come into me and these topics are coming up. They're talking about these things. And I'm like, it seems like you're seeking, but you're not listening. And I'm like, get out of the mind and drop into the heart and listen to your heart. And he's talking like, I'm listening to my heart. I'm like, you can't be listening because you're talking. So you can't be talking and listening at the same time. And I drop into my own heart space and realize it's time to end this conversation and leave him in his world, in his reality, to experience what he wants to experience as the creator. And that's what I said to him. I said, you're right. Continue experiencing, believing what you want to believe. It's your own sovereign free will to experience that. If you want to believe that there's more than one God, and there's good and evil, and there's bad people and good people, it's your right to believe that. It is absolutely his right to believe that. But I can't join you in that reality. I can't join you in that world. I said, my reality is different. How I perceive things is different. What I'm aware of is different. And I see it's so hard to have conversation with people nowadays. It really is. Because I cannot bring myself down to their level of awareness. Because it seems like they want you to agree. Like this one mind thing of to believe and agree with what they believe and think. And I'm like, no, I can't come to that reality. I can't live in that world. That's not my world. That's your world. But I'm sure there's many people who have become into their remembrance of who they are, what we are, what this world is, that we're just experiencing these things, how difficult it is to have conversation with people. It just could never go deep. It has to remain so simple, very, very simple. And I'm finding it so hard to relate to people. It's raining. I'm finding it so hard to relate to people. So no, most of the time I'm by myself. I'm like, I just have to speak to my invisible friends. Because it's so hard to relate to human beings nowadays. But yeah. Oh. Beautiful outside. But I come to the realization that I don't know how, but I'm gonna have to stop having conversation, know when to end a conversation, just know when it's time to end a conversation and to leave people in their reality, to leave them into their world, to leave them with their beliefs, and just allow them to be. Even when they are the one who's approaching me with these conversations, with these topics, with these questions. But hopefully, what I spoke to him today about, hopefully he'll be able to integrate some of that information, because I think, I mean, as creators, he created that experience with me. We were co-creating those experiences together. So I know his soul has to be calling for it and wanting to know the truth and wanting to remember. But he just needs time to integrate this information. The mind needs time. The mind needs time to integrate this information, to let it sink in. Yeah, I think so.